the world at the moment, as in adventure or astoundment. Horse drawn portrait, I feel as if you're looking at the world and how, I want to say, there was predictive nature about it. You think you do relate? I feel you may have predicted something. Okay. Yeah. I want to say you're standing in power. And this is really hitting an electric nerve with me, because when the declutter movement and the minimalist movement started coming in, it was not even an upset to my world, because I make do with what I've got, or I do without. And I feel for yourself, that lifestyle has prepared you. And I want to say you're shining, and there's 2 other females that are crying. Or you're shining and 2 females are crying. Queen of Cups, okay. There's a sort of a celebratory energy, but not in the way most people would celebrate. There's sort of like you're not sorry. You're actually, it's karma. It's like you're seeing karma happen. And you don't know how to feel about it. At times you're quite elated. And at other times you're like, that's bad karma for me. I feel as if there's a lot of emotion going on with this. And it's not what you expected. I feel one's mother. I feel one's mother, one's sister, one's a Cancerian. And I know I'm using gender terms in old-fashioned gender terminology, but one of them is a Cancerian. I feel one's mother, one's sister. So either of those 2 are Cancerian. There are other things. Okay. Someone's getting a taste of their own medicine, is what I'm picking up. And I'm also picking up that at times you're happy about it, and at other times you feel for them. Okay? If the Cancerian energy can relate to the more dominant one, I can relate to that. But it's like I'm confused about which emotion I'm allowed to have. You're allowed to have whatever comes. It can come in waves, and I feel it is. I feel it's coming in waves. Someone got a taste of their own medicine. Yes, I know that. That's the confusion I'm getting. It's sort of like I can see karma happening and I'm viewing it as if I'm you. And at times I've got yippee energy, and at other times I feel bad. Captain Jack, welcome in. The queue is a bit longer than what it appears to be because I do have Purposeful Tortoise to read for. Okay. Yeah. It's like you don't know what emotion to be in. You don't know whether to be... I know you like things to be nice and happy and gleeful for everybody. Life doesn't work that way. So I want to say with the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles, you're freer. The situation that you don't know what emotion to is okay. Don't let it disrupt your home life. Because I feel like home life is where it's happening. Not what I've read for, but where the happiness is. I need to rephrase that. Home life is where the happiness is. Whatever karma you're seeing coming about is not within your household, within your home. Okay, I feel you've waited a long time for this to transpire. My God said one more. Yeah, it's like my emotions are... There's a feeling of guilt when you feel happy. I get this feeling of guilt whenever you feel happy. It's like you feel how you feel. Give yourself permission to feel happy. It doesn't wipe out anything, but you feel happy. Volk will get there. There's one ahead of you. I feel as if you, Horse-Drawn Portrait, I feel as if you need to allow yourself to be joyful. Let karma do the rest. Because we all have it. We all have good karma and bad karma. It's like the yin and the yang of life. But I do get a sense of freedom, a sense of zen with the Temperance at the bottom. So that's what I have for you, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Hopefully it resonates. I know it was a bit sketchy at the start. Ah. Look, that's no worries, Horse-Drawn Portrait, but as far as the neighbour thing goes, I know it's the last thing you wanted. You don't have a mean bone in your body. When it is our fault, we can say my bad and move on with the right people. If it's the wrong people, nah, can't do that. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll hydrate and then I'll reshuffle the universal cards. There we go. Okay. But I feel as if you don't know how to rectify the situation with your neighbour. Okay. The universe has my back. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. And yet, the universe does have your back, but I do get wisdom being here. Oh, if you can watch the docudrama movie I Am Woman about an Aussie singer, Helen Reddy. I feel the lyrics of some of the songs will resonate with you, Horse-Drawn Portrait. I know it's not your typical go-to. Yeah. You've got wisdom through the pain. And it's wisdom I feel you are using. Oh, I just looked at the bottom of the deck. I surrender to power greater than me. And I feel as if that's setting you free. Okay, there's lots of Aussie songwriters. Seriously, a lot of people are unaware of how influential Australians are in the music industry. Helen Reddy was actually a songwriter and a singer. But I do know of a few Aussie songwriters. One of them was Rolf Harris. Do not look at that doco. That person does not even deserve the light of day. That was the one, Helen Reddy. Yeah, if you watched it, you know. If you watched it, you know. It's like I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. But it's not those lyrics that I got. I am wisdom through the pain. I'm glad you've seen it. I'm glad you've seen hopefully the movie. Because the movie was done brilliantly. Yes, that was my time. My time when women's rights, you needed to even buy a house. You needed to have your father sign your loan documents or a husband. So I've seen a lot in my life. But there we go. Purposeful Tortoise, you are up next. You haven't. Try and get to see it. It's called I Am Woman. Purposeful Tortoise, I feel as if you might have hay fever. Purposeful Tortoise. I have to put the other cards away. You're welcome, Horse-Drawn Portrait, but try and see that hay fever, sinusitis. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, like a cold, a head cold. But yes, Horse-Drawn Portrait, try and see the movie I Am Woman. I believe you will resonate. Dana, thank you for the hydrate. Then what's this? Oh, Purposeful Tortoise, you're either trying to activate your third eye, or there is pressure right in... Okay, what was that? You might be wondering whether your perception of a situation is the correct one. My guides told me to turn over the cards. The Lovers. High Priestess. All Major Arcana. There you go. It's all Major Arcana. This is pivotal. I want to say, if it's your perception of a situation that involves a romantic interest, you've got all the tools at your disposal within yourself to make that determination. And I feel I almost want to say you've made the wrong choice. Ten of Pentacles, the Sun. I've got to lay out these cards. Knight of Swords. Okay, I feel as if this has bothered you for a little while now. Like 10 days at least. A little while is an understatement. I feel you're going 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the Lovers, the High Priestess. You know what you need to do. You need to take the action. Okay. I feel whoever it is you're dealing with is quiet. The Hierophant. Oh, more Major Arcana. I feel you're dealing with a fixed sign. The fixed sign I'm picking up could actually be Leo. They don't have to be quiet, as in silent, particularly considering I'm picking up a Leo. They're never silent when they think they're right. But I feel as if there was potential. You're a Leo. Okay. Then someone is... Is it you that stubbornly pulled back, or stubbornly pulled your energy back? And the Wheel of Fortune. The amount of Major Arcana in this deck, in this read, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the High Priestess, the Magician. I'm feeling as if... Okay, I'm feeling as if to break the silence, and I want to say, can you understand a time period of 4 where you haven't had communication? 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months? A time period of 4 where there's been no communication. There you go. You're going to need to break the silence, because what you're feeling is there is actually there. It's like there was an assumption that someone didn't want stability or didn't want what you wanted, and they actually do, and you've since found out. 10 of Swords. Yeah, you thought this was over and done with. No, it's not. We're in a retrograde, aren't we? Yeah, it's not over and done with. And I feel it may have been silent since eclipse season. Okay, I feel as if this person may be Cancer, as in the star sign, sun sign Cancer. They may have dragged their feet thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, or you did. And you're now realizing what the connection was. It's almost like this person dominates your thoughts. Three weeks left around this person. Okay. Can you understand something happening around the partial eclipse? What was that? The 29th of last month? 29th, 30th, around that time? There you go. It needs to be revisited. It's like this person was put in your path for a reason. And you can feel it. I get the energy of you feeling it. And either your birthday falls on the 8th or their birthday falls on the 8th. You're not crazy, because if I'm seeing it too, I don't think you're crazy. No, check theirs. I get the 8th. It could be the 8th month, for all I know. It could be the August. I'm going to stay with 8. There's something around this person that is 8. It could be their house number. But no, it could be their house number. But doesn't that make you Leo? Yes, Leo. You're the Leo. Okay. It could even be their house number. I'm picking up the number 8 so strongly it's not funny. I know for me today's the 8th, but this is around the person you're thinking of. It could be their house number. It could be a locker number. I don't know. But watch out for it. Because I feel like your intuition, yet the second card out, there was the Lovers and the High Priestess. You know exactly what's going on here. You have the tools to do it. You just have to make a move to get you happily ever after. That was the first 5 cards. And the rest of the read just confirmed. I would say you're feeling a little bit of a lack of confidence in making the approach. You've got it there. Drag it up. Look, we're human. We make errors. We make errors. Own up to them. Although I get the feeling, I'm picking up the sense that you feel if you own up to an error, it puts you in a weaker position. It doesn't. Scientific studies have been done on it. If you own up to an error, it puts you in a stronger position. But I feel there's a lot of laughter around this person as well. So that's what I have for you, Purposeful Tortoise. That's what I have for you. It's up to you. Destiny is in your hands. Okay, Volk. You are up. And I'll put the list up just so I can make sure. Okay, Volk, seeing it's your first time in, I tune into energy. So all I need from you at this stage is yes, no. Okay. I feel you might have started getting sick of your own company. It's like you've been in hermit mode, as we say in the tarot world. You've been in hermit mode. I feel you desire a relationship that is stable. Yet, I feel socializing to you is not comfortable at all. And there's a feeling of not having anything to offer. Okay. There's a feeling, I get it sometimes. As I said, I never call anybody out because if I say it, I've done it. There's a feeling of not having anything to offer that would interest somebody. Or that would be of interest. Okay? Can you understand Virgo energy? I feel this may not be a relationship. This may be... Okay, can someone help me out? What's Virgo? I just heard it, so I've got to give it. September? Is September Virgo? I'm just going to leave it there for a minute because I feel this relates to online. You may have thought about a side hustle and think you have nothing to offer. You're Leo. That's okay. I can get it wrong sometimes. Yeah, August is Leo. This could be a thought about doing something online and feeling like you don't have much to offer. Is it the 13th of August, please? You do have a side hustle online. Thank you. Can you understand 13th of August? Not really. Okay, I'll keep going. I'm getting 13th to 19th here. I feel as if equipment has something to do with not having much to offer. It's more equipment. You've got skill. You've got skill. I do feel also there is a reluctance to commit to a time frame. Okay, I want to say whenever you tap into your side hustle, you're either really excited about it or you're depressed about it. And it's like you need the joy feedback. Start doing it because you love it, not because anybody else does. So, Vork, I hope that resonates with you. I see you can create stability through this, but having confidence in yourself. And there's something to do with the 13th and the 19th. I don't know which month it is. So keep those numbers in mind. And that's what I have for you, Vork. Thank you for popping by. Okay, Blue Moss Dragonette, you're up next. Okay, and Vork, trust me, in terms of equipment, sometimes you don't need that much. Okay, Blue Moss Dragonette, can you understand planning travel, please? Planning travel. I feel like there's a trip coming up. And I feel like it's... Would I be right in saying it's New York? There is. Would I be right in saying New York? I just heard new, and it was the first thing that came to mind. And Massachusetts. Okay. Thank you. I feel there's, it's linked to a... Can you understand retracing the steps of a television show? Okay. I want to say you've needed this break for a long time. Not at the moment. Okay. It's retracing the steps. If it's not of a TV show, it's historical. I want to say the rest on this trip will do you good. Volk, I'll have to refund that because I can only do it while I'm doing the read for you. I'll just go in and refund it now. That's okay, Volk. Most people get used to... They get used to it once they've been in and out of my streams for a while. But I'll refund it. You should have your channel points back pretty soon, Volk. Okay, Blue Moss Dragonet. I feel there might be a newsletter or something that you're writing for on this trip as well. And I feel you're catching up with someone from the past. I can see you referring to a book and writing at the same time, so I feel like it may become part of a newsletter. There you go. I want to say it's going to be fun catching up with this person. There was a bit of doubt because this person is serious. But I feel on your travels, you're going to be writing or recording in some way your travels. You will have fun with this person. I want to say I get the feeling that this person could be ex-military or ex-service personnel. Like ex-police, ex-EMT, ex-firefighter, ex-military. There you go. You're going to have a ball. And the rest is well earned. You'll come back so much lighter. And I feel the ex-military person, at one point there was romantic feelings. And I want to say they're not entirely gone. More on their end. There you go. They're not entirely gone, but you are going to have fun. I want to say they will recognize that it's in the past. But I do feel like your trip is going to be recorded in some way and it's going to do well. As in, it's going to be received well. So however you record the trip, whether it's in a newsletter, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on Twitch, it's going to be received well. And that's what I have for you, Blue Moss Dragonet. You're welcome. Enjoy your trip. Dana, you are up next. Hello, Dana. Okay. I feel as if there's a career-related concern, question. I feel it could even be a promotion. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. You just got a lead position. Okay, I want to say it's going to be easier. Once you get the hang of it, you won't be putting in as much work. Okay, my guide said enough. Strength. Yeah, I feel you've had to get used to a different method. Once you get used to it, I want to say the money's good. And you're going to have time to rest too. Okay. Can you understand being the boss of people you used to socialize with? The boss of people you used to socialize with. Star. This is a perfect move for you, Dana. Perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect move for you. And I want to say you might have some friends drift away, but the core ones who know how to work with a boss will stay around. Because I get that I feel most of the people you socialized with are really good at knowing who's boss and still being able to socialize outside. I've worked with friends who were my boss and vice versa. And as long as the two parties know how that goes, it can work. Might work in your favor. I feel you might have an eye on somebody at work. And here's my favorite card in this Titanic Tarot deck. It's the Five of Cups, which is someone standing on the shore regretting that they didn't board the Titanic. You work with your boyfriend. I want to say this is going to make it stronger, not weaker. You're fearing it's going to put an imbalance in the situation. It's not. It's going to make it stronger. 3 of coins. So what you fear is not what is going to happen. Just make sure when you are at home that you drop the work persona. Yeah. I feel there might be a wedding here. If you work with your boyfriend, I feel this may be a time that pushes that person to propose. They see you glowing up. They don't want to lose you. They make their move. Just, yeah, as I said, I've worked with boyfriends, actually. I've worked with boyfriends, and as long as you know that you can leave work at work, it still works out. So Dana, just remember to have fun. And when I say fun, it doesn't have to be expensive fun, because I believe the discussion of marriage related around a house and location of where coexistence was going to take place. So, yes. Hopefully you can relate to that, Dana. That's what I have for you. But I feel the change in work may inspire. The change in work environment is a financial plus, but it's also an emotional plus. I feel it inspires your partner to get more serious. And that's what I have for you, Dana. Oh. There. There you go. Thank my guides. I'm only a conduit. I'm glad you made it into, Dana. I picked up the job thing straight away. So your energy is lovely, resonates with mine. When that happens, when two energies resonate with one another, the readings can be easy. But sometimes, if the energies are a bit off, it's like putting two magnets together. You know, sometimes they try and get together and then other times they don't. Because of polarizing energy. That's what I was trying to get at. Taco, you are up. Okay. Hopefully Taco is there. Yep. Come on, Taco. You're the first one to call out everybody else. Come on, Taco. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, dear. Okay, Taco's usually the first to be impatient with everybody else wanting or missing their reads. Yes, it's you, Taco. Can you understand feeling trapped at the moment? Feeling like you're tied up, you can't do anything? Yeah. It's like, which way do I turn? I feel as if you're experiencing a dark night of the soul where one thing goes wrong, another thing goes wrong, another thing goes wrong. Just remember, they don't last forever. I do feel as if an online friend has reached out and there's a lot of communication going on. Wouldn't be at all surprised if they're an Aries or very traditional. Very traditional. There you go. Just watch the I feel like there's a complaint saga amongst the two of you at the moment. Just watch that they don't drag down your energy. It's like I feel they resonate with you really well, but very traditional values. then reach out. You may actually find support in that person, because I feel you need that support now. You need their support now. And that's what I have for you, Taco. Okay. Because I feel that they also inspire you to have fun. Okay, Captain Jack. You're welcome, Taco. Ooh. I just threw a whole deck of cards. It's going to have to be a different deck, because I cannot get those. Okay. Hello, Captain Jack. Can you understand? I feel as if in your mind you've gone down a rabbit hole. And it's not doing you any good at the moment. You've started questioning what someone has said. And I feel as if that someone tries to look at things with a silver lining. So how they present is not always going to match up with what you know. Because I get that this person is isolated but always looks for the silver lining. There's a fear that they may only be wanting to connect because of money situation. I want to say that's not true. I feel as if there's a philosophical or hobby-wise situation that connects the two of you. And considering I spilt the cards, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's a card thing. So Captain Jack, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it has something to do with cards. The hobby. But I feel as if you've assumed that the other person's motivation is financial, when in actuality it's not. It's affection. And I feel the affection is mutual. So Captain Jack, hopefully that resonates with you. Well, thank you, Captain Jack, and thank you for popping in. Feel free to follow. But I do feel that the attraction is mutual. And it's philosophical. I don't know what popped into my head about philosophy, but I feel it's equal of mind. It's a mental, like, I almost want to say, you know, deep down philosophically in tune. With the star card there, yeah, philosophically in tune. That's what I have for you. Okay, and my queue is empty. Now, if everybody could send me out really blessed healing thoughts for my appointments for tomorrow, that would be so much appreciated. I've just got, icky feeling. But I have to ignore my icky feeling and okay. Let's see. I know what I can do. And you guys can give me feedback if it was a good decision or not. You can give me feedback on whether it's a good decision or not. And I should be back on in about 5 hours or so. 5, 6 hours, 7 hours maybe. And hopefully some of you come back as well. And until then, as I said, give me your positive energy for my hospital trip tomorrow. I could do with it. But until I see you next, bye for now. Oops. That wasn't a good one, Karen.